as small forward, standing 6'5", number 9, Alex Caruso. At the shooting guard position, at 6'3", number 22, Kingston Wallace. At center, 7', number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein. The other forward position, 17'1", number 7, Ted Holmgren. At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shea Alexander. Your Oklahoma City Thunder head coach is Mark Davisson. Another round of applause for Oklahoma City.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Eddie Combs. MP out there with Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. And for Oklahoma City, at the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. Two major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup, and knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
And the dunk by MP. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And Embiid is right there.
Yeah, good luck blocking out Embiid. He is so massive at 7 feet. He can just power his way to grab offensive rebounds.
Holmgren outside. First quarter, just over a minute played. And there's SGA on the assist by Holmgren.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
MP passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, Embiid right at the rim. That looked easy.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick, B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by SGA.
North of the border, he's north of the rim.
The drive by MP.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Wallace outside. Holmgren in the corner. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
And the dunk by MP. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
MP with a screen on Wallace. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Wallace outside. Now Hartenstein. Now SGA. Holmgren in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. With the floater, and there's the nice layup by George.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 7. Wallace outside. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Another miss by Holmgren. MP finds Embiid, and they double up Embiid. Kendall. From deep, Maxey. And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, that's just youth right there. MP crashing the offensive glass.
Here's SGA. His numbers are borderline ridiculous in the best way possible at the moment. He's averaging nearly 33 points a game. Holmgren with a screen on Maxey. Floats it up for Hartenstein. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's a beautiful delivery up high to the big guy, setting up Hartenstein for a powerful finish.
MP kicks to George. MP sets the screen for George. Pass to Edgecombe. MP right side. The 76ers need to get off a shot. It's stolen by Hartenstein. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. Here's SGA. He's covered by Maxey. Holmgren with a screen on Maxey. There's the 3. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Out to Wallace. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's George missing. Thunder trailing by 4. To the wing on the left. Holmgren outside. A 3-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Well, it's smart that MP didn't settle for a layup. This young man hammered it down with confidence.
Wallace outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
The 76ers leading by 3. MP finds George. Outside, Maxey. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's MP after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And George gets it to go.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Pass to Holmgren. Maxey against SGA. Back to Holmgren. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by MP. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Kenrich Williams comes in for Holmgren. Wiggins is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Cason Wallace. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Oubre comes in for George. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And Jared McCain sub in for Maxey.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Williams a screen on McCain with the step back. SGA kicks to Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The drive by MP. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Williams dishes to Wiggins. Pass to SGA. The kick out to Williams. 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Oubre. Here's McCain. Kicks it out to MP. Here's Grimes. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
SGA looking it over. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. A nice shot by McCain. And now an 11-point 76ers lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
And the Thunder with some changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Mitchell in for SGA. Mitchell with the bounce pass. For 3, Holmgren. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 10. Williams can't hit.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Mitchell. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Oubre passes to MP. Shoots the 3, sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 18 points in the game.
MP looking solid from there.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. It's a 14-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
They were destroyed on the glass, just horrendous. That explains their loss.
Now, here's Holmgren. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game. And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's McCain. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 17. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough.
The previous play is under review.
Real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's MP, the Thunder making the shot. Drummond passes to MP. MP sets the screen for Maxey. Drills the three-pointer. Maxey's got 6.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help and more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. Holmgren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. That's 12 points for Chet Holmgren. Pass to Grimes. The 3 nailed from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 19. Outside Williams. And here's Wiggins. Holmgren the screen. Wiggins against Oubre. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Joe can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Mitchell finds Holmgren. Williams for 3. And the rejection by MP. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in.
Number 21, Joel Embiid.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Williams, just 5 to shoot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The drive by MP. And the dunk by MP.
It's a nice take by MP. Those legs have a lot of life in them.
Thunder trailing by 20. Mitchell passes to Williams. And the rejection by MP.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Pass to Grimes. 76ers moving the ball around. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 23 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Wiggins from outside, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. MP's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Lets the three fly. Another three for Philadelphia.
3 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And here is Mitchell. His last outing, 16 points for him. Holmgren with the bounce pass. Mitchell passes to Williams. And the rejection by MP. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at MP, he'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out at the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
So it's the Thunder now. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. MP's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Here's Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Embiid's got 8.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 12. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. For Philadelphia, they've gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow. George, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that with much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. The Thunder with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Here's Joe. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Joe's got his second basket.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6, and that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Mitchell.
Cason Wallace.
Wiggins from outside, and again, it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Maxey against SGA. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. MP kicks to Maxey. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
For the Thunder, Hartenstein comes in for Wiggins, and it's Alex Caruso in for Isaiah Joe. The 76ers also with a sub. Watford's checked in. Now here's Wallace. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander connects from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly. I love how he's taking charge out there, here offensively, riding the wave.
Chang, he's checked in for the Thunder. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And it's the Thunder with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Caruso. And the 3 off target. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And this is a team making history with every single win. They're coming into this game with 30 consecutive victories. That's right, 30.
Yeah, look, I've been on some teams that had some great runs. It is so hard because you have to be talented. You've got to be 100% bought in, but then you also need some luck. 50-50 balls bouncing your way. They're getting all of that and then some.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. George finds MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
So it's the Thunder now. 76ers getting the bucket. A three-pointer. Wiggins hits the three-point bomb. Wiggins has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Takes the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Oklahoma City shooting 41% for the game. Wallace outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the bucket. 11 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a high percentage look for SGA.
George dishes to MP. Pass to Watford. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 5 on the clock. A baseline change. That's good for George on the assist by MP. 9 points for George.
I love the way Paul George includes these mid-range jumpers in his offensive game.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you, Kevin.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
I am so impressed with the touch of Hartenstein. Basically, he's automatic around the rim.
MP passes to Maxey. MP with a screen on SGA. The putback, MP on the follow.
They are just killing them on the interior.
1:06 left in the first half. SGA against Maxey. And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 5 points so far.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Good, that's another bucket.
Yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Pass to Hartenstein. SGA kicks to Wiggins. Sinks the triple. Wiggins has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Hartenstein against MP. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 44.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Outside, SGA. Hartenstein. Good defense by MP. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello, everybody. Coming into halftime, MP has really put his mark on this game.
MP is stunting on them, and that defense has had no response. You're playing with fire when you let MP get into the flow.
Yeah, he's leading the way, and I don't expect him to let up.
New topic. Fellas, and that's all for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the small forward spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. Greg, we know something every scout liked about BJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Holmgren. Over MP, Holmgren can't hit. Maxey against SGA, and Embiid throws it down.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
Here's Wallace. Pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. And the rejection by MP. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Edgecombe. Wallace covering. From deep, Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Now, here's Caruso. He's got 5 to the inside. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 16.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
MP passes to Embiid. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. You look at Philadelphia, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And right now for the 76ers, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back. After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling. And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Now, here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine here.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Caruso kicks to SGA. For three, Holmgren, and the rejection by MP. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre comes in for George. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. Now, here's MP. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Here's SGA. And it's MP with the rebound. The 76ers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And that one's good. Drummond.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. For three, Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
I love the determination of Tyrese Maxey. Has turned himself into a natural scorer, and he is always hunting the next bucket.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Wallace. Good on the triple. Wallace has got 6.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now here's Wallace. He's got 6. A wide open look here for Caruso. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Oubre dishes to MP. SGA with the steal. Now here's SGA in transition. Maxey grabs the miss. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 17-7 run. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
I got it.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. Here's SGA, and it's good for 2. He's got 13.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
And good, he hits it again.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch this guy go to work this season.
Now he is pulled even for the 2nd most 50-point games in a single season. What a year it's been for him.
And to match 30 games of 50 points or more in a single season, it's unreal. That was a number that prime Wilt Chamberlain established back in 1963.
And you think of the different styles of play, Tim is the one that you prefer watching.
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living, but I also want to see post play, and I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Oubre passes to MP. Oubre kicks to MP. Back to Oubre. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Oubre's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Will it go? And he gets the jumper to drop. SGA's got 4 points this quarter.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
And finished off by Oubre.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Wallace outside. Back to SGA. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Grimes passes to MP. Now McCain. And here's MP for connects again from distance.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Nice shot by SGA.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Back to MP. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Wallace, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Wallace has got 8 points.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Wing shot on the way. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wiggins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nobody near Williams. Again, the Thunder score.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
It's McCain on the wing. Back to MP. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. MP with a screen on SGA. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now here's Williams trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him. And McCain pulls it down. Philadelphia dictating the flow. And Jared McCain's rookie season, Tim, cut short by a meniscus tear in his left knee.
And before the injury, he was the favorite to win Rookie of the Year, Kevin. So he's looking to pick up where he left off and continuing that promising trajectory.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Isaiah Joe comes in for Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. George is checked in for Philadelphia. Edgecombe comes in for Quentin Grimes. Now, here's Mitchell. Williams finds Joe. On the wing, Williams. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Edgecombe with it. Williams picks him up. MP passes to George. Here's the three. It's good from long range. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Can they get it? Not going to go that time. Philadelphia shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And George kicks to Oubre. On the wing, MP. Fires the three, and it's Kelly Oubre with the three. Oubre's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the 76ers. Now, here's Mitchell. Fires from deep. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
Barely criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you...
Thanks, guys. You sometimes hear a player refuse to lose, but tonight you really did, MP. You were all over the glass, crossing the 20-rebound threshold in a dominating performance. Walk us through it.
Yeah, we were able to get them out of their comfort zone tonight, make them take a bunch of shots they weren't happy with. I was able to get a body underneath and get us going the other way up the floor. It was a good win for us all in all. They couldn't deal with our physicality, and I was a big part of that. I know they're not looking forward to playing us again.
Well, you earned that win, MP. Well done.
Thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.